I don't know, maybe I won't. Probably don't. Hey, you text me.
I did.
Just left Dick's house. That's it tight?
Yeah, I don't know where he got those from.
Oh, Paige forgot to give you the beer.
Paige forgot to what?
Give you the beer.
To bring out here?
Yeah, I bought a box.
Of what?
Of beer.
Oh.
Well,
Of course. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Go make sure I hit record.
And I brought a 12-pack of McGorman Light if anybody gets sick of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No.
Make sure it's got a Rick.
A wreck?
R-E-C.
That would be a wreck. I'm so glad you made me scoot in.
Those are antiques.
I can see the chair over there. It's recording.
Good. All right, so this is episode 2 of our Tech Talks. We're going to talk about doing production in the weather. One of our
Weather. The weather is still on my hat.
The
weather
mud
is still there.
I think that's probably everybody's favorite thing. So you met Marcus and I in the last one. This is Craig, our other cohort, and this is Adam, our other 2 Adams. They're twins, so.
But they're atoms.
But they're Adams. So write that down. Keep track of it as we go. And that's just Craig. So.
Just Craig.
Are you sure you're still in frame?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe my head wasn't. Scoot. You got it. No, you got it now.
Are you sure?
All right. Why'd you lean in, Greg? Damn, you look like
I don't
you
want to
leaned
be
up.
half in, half out.
We're already 5 minutes into this and we haven't done shit. Oh, also, if you get offended or if you don't like curse words, just tune out. That darn wife of mine. Oh, it's the same one. I just didn't hit it.
Is she coming out tonight?
No. She's watching his kids.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want them here.
Babysitters are a dime a dozen. You can get one, you get one.
Wait, they are dimes?
Well, your wife is.
I did alright for myself.
That's gross.
All right, so we'll try and just spark off some conversation here. I will say this. So, in all the years that we did the band, we were fortunate, and we did a fair amount of outdoor stuff, but we were pretty fortunate in the fact that we were either undercover or didn't have to deal with uber bad weather, but we did have some times. And then now after being, just production work, really I've been pretty fortunate. It seems like almost every time you do it, there's always that threat, and I always say if the Weather Channel says 40%, we should probably shut the music off. We'll have to do licensing fees.
I was going to say something at the beginning, but I thought maybe he wanted his country in the background.
I was waiting for you to stop talking to say something. I mean, you could turn it down. It's kind of nice to have something in the background, but...
We do not have licensing or rights to run any of the music.
Right.
What do you do?
Play some instrumental stuff in the background.
Not to worry.
Not to worry.
I have a permit.
Alright. So anyway, we've been pretty lucky throughout the years. We had that rain snow day. We had the mud in the Crescent. That was the mud under the tent.
Yeah.
Truck got
Liz
stuck.
Fest.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a good day. Getting stuck is pretty much almost always.
If it's gonna rain, you're gonna get stuck because you got all that weight, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have the biggest tires on the baddest truck, you're gonna get stuck.
Well, the one we did this spring, the trailer literally settled like about 3 inches empty.
You couldn't see the bottom 4 inches of the tire. It was over the rim.
And that's how when we had the box truck that got stuck up to the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, that ground was already wet when we pulled it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew going in it was going to have to be pulled out.
Well, what do? You're not going to pull your equipment using plywood 300 yards to get it to the stage to park on the pavement.
Well, you could.
You could, but that's not gonna, no. Count me
I
out.
would rather lift
Yeah.
and carry and be miserable in that respect.
Well, at least in the Spring Grove, they had the plywood and turf savers.
The excavator mats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, they didn't provide traction for getting out. They just simply didn't allow you to.
Well, we got out.
No, but then when it started pouring and we had to pack the truck loose, we could run them across the rubber ground to get it into the truck quickly.
Yeah.
Granted, we couldn't move it closer because we were already stuck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's true.
What do you do?
Yeah. Well, and then the one that you were with us a couple years ago when it was raining, we literally just sat and waited because there was not cover on half the stage, and the weather was going to clear, and then you wait, and then you hoof like crazy
Yep.
to get the show set up so that you can have showtime at 8 p.m. or whatever.
was that Rochester when the tent blew over on
On you guys.
On us?
Yeah.
No, this was
Same night.
Same, yeah. Spring
Same night.
Grove, like
No, it was
Or,
Grand Meadow.
Grand Meadows.
Rochester.
Yeah.
Close. A little further down the
Yeah, a
interstate.
little.
Yeah, and you guys
It's
had
not like Goodview and Winona. They're a little bit further away.
Yeah. And then
You're
you guys
directionally challenged.
And then you guys had the tent blow over on you guys.
Yeah.
Collapse.
Yes. Well, that's because the tent stakes that they were using were this long in soft ground. Should have been twice as long.
Yeah.
And for the kids at home, water and light boards don't mix.
No, yeah, that wreck
The last 8 channels on that light board will prove that.
fried.
Done. Dunzo.
Yeah, it is true. But I mean, you got to know where you're setting your stuff up. Sometimes you don't have a choice.
Well, I mean,
but,
what do you do?
Right.
You know, I mean, I think the biggest thing through the years that you're able to do financially is to get gear that is okay in the rain. And we haven't had the fortune of doing that on everything, but we've had the fortune of doing that at least on our speakers, which is huge. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you don't got to worry about those. They're not 100% watertight, but they're like IP43 or something like that, which basically means that downward rain, up to whatever degree angle, you can look up the definition of IP43. The boxes are safe with the rain flies and the coating on the drivers to be able to, sustain rain.
Well, and our power cabling, which is the safety factor out of all of it too,
Yeah.
is now rain rated.
Yeah.
Which before we were running to hardware stores to get garbage bags to tie around connection ends.
Yep.
Which we've done.
Yep.
Standing in
In puddles of water.
puddles of water trying to cover up cords.
Yep. Yeah, when we were doing the band, putting pallets down on the ground to make sure that the water was running underneath the pallet so that the electrical connection part
Yep.
was out of the water. And
It might have helped that base carry a little bit further through that water, like giving that
Yeah.
extra.
yeah, a little bit of substance for it to travel. I don't think so.
No.
Sorry.
Who invited him?
They're always funny, folks.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
They're always funny.
Yeah, but no, yeah. I mean, I think when you're getting into it and you're looking at speakers and you're trying to figure out what your best investment is, and to some extent, finding gear that is weather rated is difficult and it's expensive because you're typically paying for that like top tier, whatever. So do you buy the, few $100 cabinet and then just throw it away when it's done if it gets wet, and have multiples of that so that you don't run into a situation where you short something out, kill a speaker, and have extra? Or do you invest in the gear that can take it?
Right. With the lifts you guys have, is there any worry about wind? Like with the speakers up in the air?
There's a rating on them.
A rating on them?
Yep. And then and that's the other portion of this that is difficult for promoters, organizers, volunteers to understand, is that there's a safety factor in this whole thing. And we ran into that this spring, first time we've ever had to cancel a show because of weather, and it was for the simple fact of lightning. Rain, we're on a covered stage, the gear can take it. your show go until you can't, and then because lightning is there and you're standing on a steel stage, you gotta evacuate the area, and on top of that, you got concert goers sitting there, and you got their safety that's factored into it, and it's like, I don't know, it seems like one of those real novel things that's easy for someone to comprehend, but it's a difficult decision to make because you gotta cancel the show.
Until you see a river running through your front of house.
Right.
And then you go, all right, I think we maybe can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time to just close up shop for the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of felt like I was going to get to that point. I mean,
Luckily, it didn't.
no, but
The lightning was the determining factor in that, and then by the time that had kind of taken off, we had a substantial amount of water coming out of the sky. But yeah, it's like, like I said, it's one of those novel things that you think would be a really easy decision to make, but it's very difficult for people to process because they look at all the money that they're potentially losing, which is why you need to get insurance.
Yep.
And
It's tough. You're standing there, you got a crowd of people that's all looking at you going, well, I can brave the rain, I'm fine, show must go on, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So you guys everybody's going to be the bad guy, no matter what.
Yeah.
You're going to have a whole bunch of mad people. That's
Yeah.
just the way it's going to be.
yeah.
And you just kind of got to go with it.
Well, and sometimes it's hard because for your crowd, next year's a rebuild year.
Totally. You're going to start over now because now you're going to have, what do people talk about when it comes to an event? They talk about bad experiences.
Yeah. Oh, I got canceled.
Yeah. It's
Those
going to happen.
douchebags. I got my money back, but I'm still mad.
Exactly.
how dare they make it rain?
Yeah. How dare they control the weather?
Yeah, sorry I ordered that up.
You ordered the lightning too, didn't you?
Called in a favor to the big guy.
You jerk.
You are constantly a jerk.
It's easy to do.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, but in that same right though, you got to take all the safety precautions. But I don't know. I see the biggest thing is like sometimes you see that guy, and it always seems like he's got a ponytail. But you see that
That's
guy.
profiling.
It is. You see that guy.
Profiling is wrong.
It is. But you see that guy, and he's standing at front of house, and he's running sound, and it's like raining. There's no tent, and he's just like happy as a clam that all of his gear is getting rained on. And it's like, how does he process that? Like, what in his brain is okay with that? To just, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Maybe he's not processing it because
He's high on weed or whatever.
who
Kids
says
are calling it these days. Is that what you were just going to say?
who says weed?
Oh, he's vaping.
Cannabis?
They vape now.
They vape?
Oh, there's so much bad with vaping though. They're coming out with stories of people getting them lung infections from that vape.
Them lung infections.
Where'd you go to high school?
Winona.
The Winona.
Ooh, the Winona Senior High.
I meant him a kidded.
Wow.
That's not an uncommon word for you to say though.
I've never said that. I don't know why I'm Southern.
Now you're Southern.
Oh,
I dingo ate my baby.
but no, I think the hard thing is too is like it's very difficult to find like a large number of indoor events to just have your pick of things to do inside.
There's not a lot of event areas that are that big that you can do something like that.
Oh, right.
So, and especially in our area, we're not a big area of the world, the
No.
United States. I mean, there's not a lot of giant arenas around us.
Yeah.
It's just, people are going to do stuff outside.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to deal with weather. You're rolling the dice every time you set the stuff up.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's
Yeah.
why you have insurance. It's why you do it.
Yeah.
But-
It's just like I don't know. It seems like it's increasingly more difficult to have people make that jump into getting insurance because it's like this eternal optimism of like it's not going to rain that day. Well, it's January, and we're talking about something that's happening in August. So
Do you know?
You
Well,
have?
the Farmer's Almanac says,
Yeah.
That's true. It's supposed to be a dry summer. Yeah.
all right, cancel the insurance.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Save the money.
They were talking about the Farmer's Almanac this April, and they said it was going to be a real wet summer.
Was it?
And guess what? It was really wet.
Those farmers.
I know.
They know what's coming. You know? Yeah, I don't know.
I thought an almanac was something that you'd look at when you wanted to like find places in the world.
Like a
Oh,
map?
that's an atlas.
That's an atlas.
Got
That's
it.
an atlas. And all the information.
Started with an A though.
Right.
For some reason, I thought you were going to start talking about a thesaurus.
What's another
Or an
word for that?
encyclopedia.
Do they make those anymore?
See what I did that?
Another word.
Britannica, I bet.
No, they don't.
You could find that then. Another word for almanac is atlas.
No.
Maybe.
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, that took a turn. I'm just completely lost now.
You're welcome.
Derailed, and now it's hard to get back on track to whatever we were talking about.
Oop.
What was that me?
Oh, that was me.
Oh.
Sorry.
When it comes to like weatherproofing your system, if somebody can't afford to spend the money to go with the waterproof equipment, is there
Your shit's gonna break.
any suggestions of what they can do to
Tarps and garbage bags.
tarps and garbage bags?
We
That's
did that
what-
for years.
Yep. I said that's all we did was tarps and garbage bags.
Honestly, the worst part of it is when you're a musician, because there is no waterproofing that shit.
Right.
You know.
There were so many rolls of plastic all over the stage at Spring Grove this year, just covering everything
Yep.
because of the possible rain.
Anything that wasn't water rated,
Yep.
you gotta cover it.
Well, and there's some shit you just can't water it. You know, like a mixing console. Let's face it, it's going to be 1,000 years before that is completely watertight.
Whoever makes that up though, give me a buzz because I'll be an investor.
Yeah.
'Cause somebody's gonna buy that.
Both of the dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least $2. Count me in for it.
We should start
Maybe
it.
even $2.50.
Well, I mean,
Get on WeFunder.
That's a thing.
Google it.
I mean, like the new
He
some of
makes
the
up
new like
stuff.
touchscreen stuff like that. That's gonna get close. You know, I mean, we got monitors that can be out in the rain and stuff. So like that's gonna be close. You know, but I don't know. Sometimes it's like the touch and feel of something that
I agree. The touch and feel.
yes, you like to feel the bumps and the
That's where it
nubs and the
starts,
knobs. You know, and you like to twist on things and
You can't twist too tight though.
Nope.
well, you can only go so far.
Just a minor tweaking is all it needs.
Yeah. Sometimes, and back.
I mean, until it warms up.
Totally.
Then from there you can really let loose.
right.
Give it hell.
So anyway, like that'll come, but I mean, like you still have those things that just can't.
That will come.
You know, like I said, for musicians and stuff, guitars, drum kits. I mean, you can't. That stuff isn't waterproof and never will be. You know, and that's I don't know. Sometimes, like obviously, you have like your best interest in your thoughts first, so you're caring about your equipment when it starts to rain.
Of course, you
or
gotta.
whatever. But it's like you feel bad for the guitar player that has to trash his whatever because it's raining and the show must go on.
Yeah, I had to dump water out of my pedal board from that show I played at Oktoberfest that year.
I remember that show.
That
That was probably one of the worst with water, standing water
was rough.
in our equipment.
Yeah.
But of course we're playing, so we're taking the risk.
Isn't that where they had the covered tent like 3 feet from the stage?
Yes,
And then you
it was
guys
two
hit-
tents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
Two
No, it was
tents.
2 tents.
And then we
There
were
was a
playing.
break in the middle, so then that all filled up with water in the middle
Right.
of the 2 tents.
Yeah.
Well, it filled up with water because there was so much water. Like everybody was standing.
It was great.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We had to didn't we have to put a table down sideways in front of the stage to stop the water from splashing up?
something. Well, that
Yeah.
then when you get a pool of water and a lot of drunks, people,
they're slamming in it.
They're gonna jump in it.
Yeah.
It's like a 4-year-old to a puddle.
Yeah.
Same thing with drunk people.
Yeah, that was the year that the stage was just completely soaked. I mean, it was this tall, you know.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes after we get done and start picking up, clears out.
Sunny.
Remember? Sunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
That was the same night I saved your family.
We just played a little early that day.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I was driving home. I left because it was raining, so I didn't want to watch the rest of the show. What?
Nothing.
And a family was in a green van in front of me, and they hydroplaned and went off the road. And I saw the van dip down in the ditch and then do a barrel roll in the air.
Oh,
And
all family. I thought you said my family. I'm like,
No, not my family. I wouldn't be dumb enough to hydroplane and go off into the...
no, my family. I thought you said you saw my family, not your family. A family.
Did you have a family then?
No! Well, Mason might have been around.
I was married. That's a family, right?
Yeah, that's a family.
I had some cats.
Yeah.
We still have cats.
I do. Anybody want some cats? The Smarticus on IG. Look me up. I'll get you some cats.
Shameless plug.
Hey,
He's super
when
popular.
you gotta sell cats, man.
How many followers? What do you got, 20, 30 followers?
I probably have at least 15. And you're one of them.
I'm not on the gram.
Entertainment
Personally.
is cheap these days.
Yeah.
Personally, not on the gram.
You should be.
Done some grams. Not on
Golden, Teddy, all the good ones.
Honey.
20 grams.
all of those.
Maybe just Graham. I mean, hope not.
How is Graham these days?
I think he's okay. I haven't seen him in a while.
Who?
I don't know. The dentist's son.
He's far.
The dentist son. I just saw him at 2:30.
Oh!
Ay,
Snap.
ay.
You know, I'm gonna, you know, you get a YouTube channel, you can see like the statistics of, you know, how far people make it through the videos. And I don't know where we're at right now. But
We're past the part where people start laughing.
I can, like, there's gonna be like 4 or 5 people, maybe 6 that have, like, will watch it all the way through. 4 of them are here.
Why is hairy vagina written on this upside down?
Did you do it and you're just asking because?
Oh, it's his.
Oh, you totally did it.
No, it's pretty neat handwriting.
Yeah, it's not me. I think paper's upside down.
It wasn't me. You want a top
Hey,
shelf?
While you're up,
I'll grab a top shelf.
I got a bad back.
Might as well give me another one. You're laughing at.
Just got a big envelope.
You know,
So?
this has really just turned into us recording ourselves drinking beer.
Wasn't that what it was going to be in the first place?
Well, I mean, it was a social thing by standards of today, but
I think you can edit it into 2
It can't
videos.
be any better than Red Green. That guy was awesome.
Red Green was he was a good shit.
Take
tape.
care of yourselves.
Yeah.
He's still on TV.
Red Green?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure.
he's still around.
We'll see you on the other side.
Public television or what?
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Hey, is Coors Light a sponsor of this? Because they're not yet, but they could be.
Ice cold Coors Light.
Ice cold Coors Light.
We
where the
got
mountains
Coors
are-
Light. I'm drinking McGolden Light and wearing a Budweiser shirt.
Same company.
Product placement
Same company.
at McGolden Light, at Budweiser, at Anheuser-Busch.
I don't think it works like that.
You can't just start throwing apps out there and saying to get.
I thought it
stuff.
appears on the gram when you say that.
No.
Instantly?
No.
No,
Oh,
you
that's
don't.
not how
You can't
the gram
just
works?
no. You can't
No.
just say it and have it show up. You got to type it in. Seriously?
What are you shaking your head at? You're not even on the gram.
At Ford, send me a truck.
You know what? One thing I really like about bottles is that you can't make like the opening mistake. You know, where you're like actually drinking like this.
That's true.
Because we've all done that.
It's true.
And then the beer like just goes down
yeah.
your cheek onto your
Hole in your
shirt.
lip.
What are you talking about?
So like so if you're holding it wrong and all of a sudden you go like this, well, yeah, you looked at it.
Right, but you don't look and you got it twisted and it dumps down your side of your face.
Give me it.
Oh, like if I'm going like this and you go like this.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Or backwards.
Who
Or
doesn't ever look
backwards.
at their beer before
What
they
if you
drink
try and drink out of the bottom by accident?
Sometimes you're in a social situation and you're like talking around.
You're not gonna do that with a bottle.
No. That's not happening.
What?
Drinking out of the bottom. You can't. There's no opening.
Oh yeah, you can't crack a bottle and expect it
No.
to stay together.
You could with
No,
the
he
you could
said
with the
you could accidentally.
I mean-
I'm going to drink out of this by accident.
With enough glue and duct tape, you can put it back together.
That's true. It held.
I've seen it.
I don't know that I would drink out of it.
I bet
you
with a
might
little
swallow
bit
a
of
little
I
bit
bet
of
with a little
glass.
bit of duct tape
little bit of glass.
and a glass bit, we could drill a hole in the bottom of one of these and you could shotgun a glass bottle.
That seems like an episode of our next.
Count me out on that.
Yeah.
I've got a glass
Not gonna
bit.
do it, but
I'll be waiting with the phone to call 911.
if you want to try it, I'm totally game for
I'll tape
putting it together.
I'm not doing it.
Tape.
Although we might have to like drain one, like drain
Show
one.
me.
We get some duct tape or some electrician's tape or something. We can get sticky.
Go mage.
The electrician.
I'll grab the old VCR recording device and we'll get that on tape.
Google if you don't know what a VCR is.
Or tape
Trust me.
that isn't made by Scotch. Scotch still make?
Or duct.
Do they still make tape? Scotched?
Scotch.
Scotch.
And a Betamax is not something you do with candles on at night.
Wait, what? Is that
Whose
from,
joke is that?
Is
'Cause
that,
that's
no
not
way.
a correct
is that from a thing?
I just said it.
Is that really? That's an original thing?
I don't know. I didn't make it up. That just came to me. We were talking about VCRs.
Betamax. It's not
It's something you do at night with candles.
Oh man.
Okay.
I got a Snapchat from Paige.
Oh, like what are you gonna do tonight? You know, it kind of sounds like something dirty.
Hang on, we
almost.
gotta make sure this isn't a nude. Nah, it's your
not.
son.
It's not.
Oh well, I'm not gonna say the caption out loud because everyone would take it wrong, but you get it. Actually, this is kind of handy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He wore his costume.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
don't
with,
need
not
to see
with
it.
It's fine.
So anyway, doing production things in the weather.
Back to this.
Yeah. I mean, we might as well tack back around for the end of it.
Tacking back around.
It's a sailing term, by the way. Has anybody actually looked at the camera besides me?
Creased
Tack back?
sheet. Every now and then I pointed, and when I did my shout out,
Well, I can't see the camera because the sun behind it is blinding me.
Well,
so
you guys got
that's
out
why I'm
here like
staring
an
this-
hour late.
That's
so
why I'm
we-
staring on an hour.
it was like
Let's
28
Mr.
minutes late.
Exaggeration.
Well, we had to put some
28?
production value into it.
Yeah.
You knew exactly 28 minutes.
We were like 6:58, wasn't it?
I don't know what time it was. I wasn't watching
right
the
around
clock.
there.
No, it was late. It was after 7 o'clock.
I was kind of hoping you weren't going to show up.
That's mean.
It's harsh.
Well, we
I
would
can
have just
be a jerk. We talked about that.
we would have just changed the title and done something different. And now for something completely different.
That's a Monty Python reference.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hashtag
seen it.
at IG Graham.
Graham that shit.
Actually, you can Netflix,
Truth Bank.
You can
Truth Bank.
Truth Bank. Hashtag Truth Bank. That'll make it on there. Automatically.
Yeah. They need to search Truth Bank under, or Double Rainbow under Truth Bank at YouTube.
Ube.
Last time I searched,
Ooh, babe.
Double Rainbow was not what you thought it was.
Was it right next to Blue Waffles?
I was gonna say it was that. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was.
Wasn't good.
Yeah, don't search that, kids. Yep. Some poor 8-year-old is like at his computer, like searching all these hashtags. Can you search hashtags? I don't even know.
Yes.
How?
You type in the hashtag.
Hashtag.
Into just Google?
Yeah. What? Yeah. It searches the gram, it searches Facebook, it searches all the social web stuff.
Searches everything.
That's what Google does.
You
Kind
know
of like
what?
an almanac.
Exactly.
An
you think-
encyclopedia.
Do you think that's
Encyclopedia.
You don't think that's why they call it a search engine?
Why do they call it an engine? There's nothing moving
Well,
like an
I mean,
engine.
it's like
Well, on
a
a computer side, it's
thing
an
that
engine.
generates, like, right? Isn't an engine just generating
power.
Data.
Heat,
energy and generating whatever you want it to
Data.
generate?
combustion.
Answers.
Whew, got cold.
Search generator is what they should call it.
Let's see that.
I know.
No search engine.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Hashtag Minnesota nice.
Actually, that's the way it is with.
Not those.
That was a complete and colossal failure.
Did you delete all the rest of the shit now and start re-recording again?
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be the computer science genius here?
I didn't get a degree in computer fucking science.
Was it an MIS?
Yeah?
MIT.
I don't get it. What I miss?
ISS.
AIS?
This is
MIS.
ASS.
No, MIS.
SIS.
Mineral. No.
SIPPI.
I should know what MIS means. I work there.
micro minimal.
Mineral. No, you work at WSU.
Yeah.
Not
That's what it
MIS.
Well, anyway, so you missed a lot of good conversation in there. Would have been worth some gold, but
Management information systems.
of.
So it's moist.
Never say moist.
Moist.
Well, as you can see, you missed some things. But we appreciate. This was a failure. We should just start over.
Yeah, it's because you're not gonna know where we're at.
Yeah. I think I left my other battery back at the house too.
So you're saying it's dead?
You got a good. Did it stop?
Can't you plug it in?
Well, it did at some point.
Did you got to plug in?
Plug it
Not for
in.
that
Plug
one.
it in.
What kind of electronics can't be plugged in?
The ones that operate on batteries.
I have a battery operated something that can be plugged in
Ay, ay, ay.
when you need to charge it.
Do we want to know what that is?
No.
Is that the Hitachi?
Yes, my TV.
That's a TV. That's what I meant.
The Hitachi makes
Yes.
backhoes too.
They do. That's true. I've seen that on that gold show.
What about front hose?
Sometimes those are the best.
I think that's just called hose.
Did you find that in the almanac? They might not know that reference.
I don't know yet. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Oh, that's
Borrow.
that's a bummer town. That's a hashtag bummer town.
You don't really know how much you got on there until you look at it.
I know. Yeah, at some for those of you that missed that, at some point in time, we either ran out of tape or battery.
Who's we? You got a turd in your pocket?
All of the turds are in my pocket, so we don't
Who
know.
carries their own turd?
It's in their pocket.
That guy. That's weird. It's weird. Weird. Weird, wild stuff. It's weird. Weird and wild.
Are you Walter Cronkite?
That's Carson.
Liquor.
It's supposed to be Carson.
That's I failed on that one. I'm still gonna. There's no point in not publishing this.
Well, no. There's gotta be there's
a
some
point.
good stuff in there.
I mean, there is a person that will watch this, and that's really the only person.
Four.
It's four. Okay, there's 5 people that will watch this.
You were just rewind
Sorry,
it all.
Did I spit in your face?
No.
Oh, I saw it go out in my mouth.
You spend the money to get speakers that can take the rain, or you don't spend the money and
You
gonna
take the risk.
And you take the risk, and you're gonna have to replace them all the time. Same with cabling. Same with lighting. Or you buy cheap cables, you buy cheap lights, and you cover them with tarps and garbage bags.
There you go.
That's
Covers
Sums it up.
that was the business end of all this riff
And then pray for good weather.
Yeah, hope and pray.
Or use the almanac.
Sometimes lightning happens and you got to cancel it.
Or sometimes lightning happens and it just zaps it all in your toast.
Yeah, sometimes lightning happens and it comes through your microphone and you end up as a pile of dust on a stage. And
Or
I think that's how we would have wanted to go.
Or a person could erect lightning rod towers around all their equipment.
I agree. Sometimes you erect things.
Sometimes you're red rods.
That attract lightning. I'm not kidding. This is a thing. Don't houses have them? Buildings have them. Like
Erection rods?
Why would you
Those
use
big erection rods around the house.
Why would you use
God,
the
you guys
word
are dicks.
erect?
To build. Did you ever have an erector set when you were a kid?
Are some erection rods
what?
bigger than others? I'm just
What's-
wondering.
Is
I mean-
that a devil's cult?
No. I had an erector set. Did anybody else have an erector set?
No.
It was like Legos for big kids.
You guys were twins. You played with the
Yeah.
same shit.
It wasn't erector.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was Tinker Toys.
No, those were
Yeah.
little wood rod things. They weren't like erector set was metal with
Wood rods?
Yeah, Tinker Toys.
You gotta make sure this is still recording.
You know what Tinker Toys are, right?
Yeah. You made Ninja Turtle weapons out
Still
of them.
going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tinker Toys.
They
Tinker
were,
Toys.
They were little
to go
wooden
with the
rods.
erector set.
No,
No,
they
they
were not
weren't the same thing.
Oh, now you know what erector set is, because if you're saying they're not the same thing, you know what an erector
I knew
set
what an erector set is. I'm just saying that we didn't have them when we were
I
little.
did too. I made a race car out of one. I remember I was in like
I
8th grade and I
certainly
sat on
did.
my bed by myself in my corner because I had no friends, and
Just-
I made an
just-
erector set race car.
Just for the record, what sports did you guys play in high school?
Nothing.
I played baseball
That's true. We did play baseball.
and I bowled.
Did you make a team?
Your sophomore
And we
through
bowled.
senior year.
Bowling.
Did you make a
Bowling.
team?
Bowling. And
Okay.
we took the second place in the national championship in Minnesota.
All right.
The national championship, state
The national championship in Minnesota. Did you know that?
All right, so
Hey,
this,
you can look that stat up in the Atlas.
so it's a complete sham. Every last word of it. Right? I mean, it's all fake.
What is?
Whatever you just said, the national championship of
Oh, no,
Minnesota.
we didn't. No, we went to
did
state
play.
twice.
I have a plaque at home. I can show you.
State's
They should
not
have said
national.
state.
No,
not
I know.
National.
I
He doesn't know
misspoke.
the difference. He
I
should have
misspoke.
looked it up in his atlas.
I
Well, it's 'cause he went to
misspoke.
Winona High.
Second
That's
place.
true.
Yep.
Winona High.
And then I went on
I got
for
my
two
get
collegiate
there.
championships, and we won
Got
twice.
yourself a gid? You betcha.
What?
Wait, collegiate champ? What?
Collegiate bowling championships. Went on to 2 of them as Winona State, and won twice.
Would you bowl at 300?
No, bowl as a team.
I don't know all that.
I mean, you
works.
can't spell awesome without me.
Oh.
Thanks, T Swift.
Yeah, you guys do listen to Taylor Swift.
I'm not dissing her. She's got some good music. Talks to me.
You need to calm down.
Is that another Taylor Swift song? Yeah. Hashtag
Hey.
at Taylor Swift.
Are you okay?
Oh, God.
Is that another one?
No, that's part of the song.
Part.
Who fucking invited him?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
I was here for a serious tech talk, and somebody forgot to turn the camera.
Well, I did not do that. It just
Talked about tech,
We talked about tech
And talk.
and talked about tech.
technology, talking.
about
Tech.
doing production in the weather. Mm-hmm. And we tacked back around.
And whether it works or not.
That's a different weather, though. You should get yourself a thesaurus.
There's 3 weathers. Guess we can all agree on that. There's weather, and
Actually,
then there's weather, and then there's weather.
I was trying to brain process the 3
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
There's bad weather, weather or not, and then
Yes, let's talk about that third.
Talk about that third weather. That's what I'm interested in.
I'd love to know it. Oh, let's get the phone out.
And see what.
Siri. How many different weathers are there?
Today it's rainy.
I'm sorry. You're an idiot.
Apple's listening into us now.
Ah, nope. Grammar Monster. Weather.
Not sponsored by Weather Monster or Grammar Monster. As it
Sorry,
were.
Grammar Monster. I'm sure you're a great organization.
Yep. Very talented.
Oh, see, I knew I was right. Weather refers to the state of the atmosphere. Weather is a conjunction, and the third weather is a castrated sheep.
Oh, yeah, you knew that. That's what you meant. A sheep with no dick. Balls.
Because you thought there were 3, but there's really only 2.
There are 3.
There's really only 2, though.
It says the quick.
that
Did you know
people
that
use.
Marcus thought castrated meant you don't have a dick?
That's some Munich or something. I don't know.
A Munich?
A eunuch.
Munich is a place.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh boy.
Oh,
And it's
shit.
also a movie that won awards.
Those Munichs, I tell ya.
We really derailed there for.
Quite a few minutes.
Oh man.
I'm not wrong though. There's 3 weathers.
Oh, what should I call this?
A beer?
No. The tape.
Tech Talk Plus.
There's no tape in there.
So tech talk about production in the weather, which was highly unproductive,
And
then
other shit.
The previous 10 minutes or so happened.
You just
After the previous.
you're just gonna
20
have to
minutes.
edit it and down to make it
2 videos.
something.
Tech Talk on weather. Tech Talk on weather with bloopers. or outtakes. Or,
Friday night with lyric, light, and sound.
yeah, sure.
Because this one, it really sucked. I mean, it didn't suck. It was pretty good conversation. I had a wonderful time with you fellas.
What, are we fucking done?
It really sucked.
Should have never invited you guys over.
Well, I should have erased the memory card before
Oh,
I started taping.
yeah. Says the guy that knows everything about this
Hindsight's
stuff.
2020.
Well, I mean, should have had hindsight.
Could you quit shitting on me?
He thought that was funny.
I know. I went and watched a woman talk about that.
Shooting yourself?
Yeah. Don't shit on other people.
He still really thinks that's funny.
Was this a character?
Because it sounds
building
like
exercise?
shit.
Bullshit.
But should. Yeah.
I shoot myself every day.
No
Shoulda,
shit.
coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
That was forced.
Yeah.
It was gurgly here.
Sound like you're kind of trying. You might want to cut that.
We'll just come to that part and they'll be looking and see laughing and all they'll hear is a beep beep beep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll try and find something like the emergency response system beep that goes over. Not like it, but something
It comes
similar.
back and we'll all be dying laughing and they'll be like, what happened?
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, well, but I mean, hey, I preambled this with a, if you get offended, just.
Are you sure? Who knows if it was recording?
I don't know at this point.
No, I heard the music playing in the background.
What music? Allegedly.
I heard.
Allegedly, there was
I heard-
noise in the background.
No, I heard the music from the neighbors playing far away
On his radio.
on his radio.
No, it's the cows humming.
Yeah, I actually, when I went over there, all I did was I just called them.
That's all it was.
Should we end with that?
No?
Did you have a fuzzy?
It was
That
a,
was
it was a little
a
tiny
thing.
bug. Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
I
We could hum a chord.
build on it?
All right.
Hello.
Why did you choose the dissonant? Let's go for a major.
Okay.
A major, okay.
Scratch that. What?
Am I starting?
Start. What is wrong with you? All right.
Right, that's what I'm supposed to be.
That's what you were doing.
So with that,
Bum, bum. We should totally do that and then everybody go bum, 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 bum. That'd be great.
with that, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed. If you get easily offended by, strong comments or personalities or
Because we're strong.
language that's inappropriate for children, I sincerely hope that you cut and ran long ago when we gave you the initial warning. And beyond that, have a safe and wonderful rest of your time.
Rest of your what?
Trump 2020.
Not gonna say no to that. Coors Light, if you'd like to sponsor us,
At Coors Light.
Sure
You gotta
spend enough
say
money
the-
on this.
hashtag at Coors Light.
No,
people
like
Just hashtag Coors Light.
No.
At Coors Light
At is the IG.
No, that's just the hashtag.
you gotta say at, otherwise it won't appear.
What do you do?
At hashtag
Hashtag.
IG.
No, that's a thing.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's
you
what you
do.
gotta
I
do?
do that at work. I go
Hashtag.
I go real life.
Oh, that's it. That's this thing.
It's hashtag.
Kind of looks like a.
Or
I mean, I know you were just waving, but
I'll cut.
Scar, let's cut it out.
I'll cut somewhere in the middle of. Still going.
Oh, no, I'm gonna poop myself. But they're all playing on the sidewalk all day long, running up and down, and then it's like 10 o'clock at night.
You guys coming to my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of those kids is gonna get hit.